right, this practice is going to be a quick 30-minute high-intensity yoga flow. We'll be doing lots of handstand preps and jumps and really trying to get the heart rate up. Follow along, and hopefully you've been practicing yoga for a while and are comfortable with kick switches and being playful. All right? So first, before we practice anything, let's get seated and come to a comfortable position on your mat. Settle into your body. Take a minute to just breathe and feel and assess, observe what is happening inside. Close the eyes, watch the breath, and be okay with whatever is happening inside. Notice the shape of the breath. Notice the quality of breathing, where any tension might be. Tune in to your body, listen to it, and make an agreement to be kind, compassionate, even as you push your edge and seek out some high energy movement. One final breath here. And open the eyes, come to hands and knees. Wrists are under the shoulders. Spread the fingers very wide, pointer fingers pointing to the top of the mat. Knees under the hips, and we're going to take some circles, warming up the wrists 3 times to the right, clockwise, and then 3 times counterclockwise. Pay attention to your core. Sink back now into child's pose. Lift the palms away from the fingers. Press the fingertips down into the mat. Drop the right armpit down. Feel the elongation. And then switch to the left. Drop the left armpit down. Feel that stretch and opening. Walk the hands to the right. Left wrist around right. Left fingers around right wrist. Sink the left hip. Keep breathing. Engage Ujjayi breath. Let the exhale be long and smooth. Inhale, walking through center. Right fingertips around the left wrist. Sink the right hip down. Breath is long and smooth. Inhale to center. Pausing one more time, let the forehead touch into the mat. Feel the connection to the ground. Tuck the toes under, walk the hands back, feel the bottom of the feet stretch. Start to engage the core, squeeze the inner thighs in, rotate them internally, tuck the tailbone, interlace the fingers, press them forward, round the shoulder blades, tuck the chin, retain the breath here, then inhale, open the chest, push the fingertips up, let the rib pop out first, and then draw the ribs in, exhale. 3 more times. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, elongate the spine. Exhale, contract. One more time. Take the right fingertips around the left wrist again. Exhale, bend to the right. Inhale through center. Left fingertips around the right wrist. Exhale to the left. Now untuck the toes. Maybe bring some sensation back into the feet. Engage the belly. Lift the knees now. Toes are together. Ankle stretch. This is usually very uncomfortable for most people. You don't need to get your knees high. They might be just here, and that's fine. You're really engaging your core, drawing belly button to the spine, lengthening the spine, squeezing the inner thighs together. Maybe, either stay here or begin to shift the weight into the fingertips, maybe into the palms. Lift engage Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, and lift into a little bit of an arm balance here, resting on the ankles and toes. This is extremely intense, so you can work towards this goal at some point. Inhale, release, stretch, let it go. Come to down dog. Tuck the toes under, spread the feet, and walk out your dog. Now, if this practice is first thing in the morning and you haven't had much movement, maybe go slower. Pay attention to your spine, what's happening, the signaling. I'm doing this in late afternoon, so I've already been moving quite a bit today. I just took a bike ride with my kids, and so I'm quite warmed up. But, you know, a leisurely bike ride with children is not the same as a mental break from the world when I do my practice. So that's what this 30 minutes is for. So from down dog, let the heels sink down, upper biceps rotating outward, belly drawing in, tailbone pointing up. I should say sit bones pointing up. Find the breath again. Let the ears be by the biceps and find a moment of stillness before we begin to move. Inhaling forward to plank. Exhaling back to down dog 5 times. Inhale forward to plank. Exhale back to down dog. Every time you inhale forward to plank, really protract those shoulder blades. Spread them out. Puff and round the upper back. Then exhale back to down dog 2 more times. From here, inhale forward to plank. Pause here for 5 breaths. Really look at your form. Notice where in the body it's sagging. Keep spinning the biceps outward, externally rotating them. Feel the core begin to tremble and shake. Very normal. Shift forward to the tippy toes of your feet. Feel the shaking happen. Elongate the back of the neck. Really push away from the ground. And then exhale, knees, chin, and chest. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, forehead to mat. Inhaling cobra. Exhale, forehead to mat. One more time. Inhaling cobra. Roll the shoulders up and down the back. Internally rotate the thighs. Point the toes. Squeeze the quadriceps. And then exhale, down dog or child's pose for a breath. From down dog, bend the knees, hover the knees a few inches away from the ground. This is rocket dog. You feel like you're about to spring forward or like you're doing some squats. Really feeling into the power of the legs, the connection through the toes. Feeling the hands firm on the ground, fingertips spread wide, core is engaged. Look forward, spring forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Hang out here for a moment, maybe spread the feet to hips distance. Clasp opposite elbow with opposite hand. Sway, move, and feel into the back side of the body. Keep the belly engaged, belly button lifted. And then roll the spine up 1 vertebrae at a time. Them together, toes together, heels slightly apart. If that's comfortable for you, Tadasana. Sun salutation A 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, right foot, then left foot, plank pose. Exhale, low chaturanga. Inhaling, up dog. Exhaling, down dog. 2 breaths. Maybe take these 2 breaths in rocket dog. Looking forward, come to the top of the mat. Inhaling, halfway lift, belly lifts. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhaling, arms rise up. Palms press, maybe a little back bend. All the way back down now. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back or jump back, low chaturanga. Hold here, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling, up dog. Exhaling, down dog. 3 breaths. Bend the knees, look forward, flip to the top of the mat, inhaling halfway left, exhaling forward fold, inhaling swan diving up, palms press, coming through the heart center, pausing for a moment. Take this moment to breathe, feel the heart starting to increase in pace, and then scan the body again, checking in, where am I at? Sun salutation B, modified. Inhale, chair pose. Taking 5 squats here, exhaling. Keeping the belly tight and firm. Shoulders protracted, arms reaching forward. Torso is engaged. Pause after your squats, your pulses. Feel the inner thighs squeezing together. Feel the trembling, enjoy it. Inhale, rising up, maybe a back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway left. Exhaling, plant the hands, chaturanga, jump back, step back. Inhaling, up dog. Exhaling, down dog. Right foot's lifting now. On the exhale, right knee, right elbow. Inhaling, 3-legged dog. 2 more times. Right knee taps right elbow. 1 more time. 3-legged dog. Flex the right foot, toes pointing down. Pulse up. Little motions. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale forward. Right knee to right elbow. Pause. Push away from the ground. Engage the core. Step it forward. Crescent lunge. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, chaturanga, inhaling, up dog. Left foot lifts, inhaling, on the exhale, left knee, left elbow, 3-legged dog, 2 more times. And we tap and contract. Inhale, lengthen, lift. Exhale, tap and contract. Inhale, lengthen and lift, hold. Square the hips, toes pointing down on the left foot, pulsing up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then exhale, left knee, left elbow, hold here. Push away from the ground, stepping forward, crescent lunge. Set up your feet, engage the core, lift on the inhale, and hold for 3 breaths. Exhale, hands plant, step back, either down dog or chaturanga, vinyasa. Take your flow. All right, first, you can either stay here down dog or spread the fingers wide, look forward, and you're going to bend the knees and take a few handstand hops, tuck hops. So a little hop and a hop. And don't worry about getting them right. Maybe make sure you're safe. Maybe work on really feeling the hands in the ground. Hop. Really coming into down dog after, recovering. Allow the breath to slow. Feel the body again grounded. Notice the difference in your emotions, in your mind, where your mind went when you were trying these. And then from here, look forward, bend the knees, float the feet forward, chair pose. Inhale, forward fold, exhale. Rising all the way up to standing. Palms press, hands to heart center. Inhale, chair pose. Let's take a twist this time. Exhaling, left elbow, right knee. Look down at your knees, line up the kneecaps. Square the hips and push the palms together, elongate the spine. Inhale to center. Exhale to the left. Right elbow, left knee. Palms press. And again, heart and collarbone broadening. Hips are squared. Top of the head aiming forward towards the front of the mat. Inhale, forward, chair pose one more time. And exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale, squeeze the belly, step back, jump back, chaturanga. Inhaling, up dog, exhaling, down dog. Okay, from here, we're gonna do some kick switches. So the right leg lifts. I'm gonna kick switch, and we're hopefully going to come to warrior one. Let's kick switch. And if you're just not sure about it, just do a few kick switches where you just feel yourself moving. And just, again, not about getting it perfect, but being playful, moving your body, getting your heart rate up. Find your way to warrior one. Inhale, one breath. Exhale, plant the hands. Now, step the foot back halfway. Lift the left leg. Plant the hands, squeeze the belly. Look down between the thumbs. Kick the left foot up a little. Keep it stick straight. You're really just keeping your arms straight, legs straight, and then the right knee is being drawn into the chest. Take about 5 of those, and again, playful. Moving the body, getting the heart rate up. Not really looking for balance per se. Then step back, down dog. Probably don't need that vinyasa at this point. I'm gonna hear that in my voice. Work on slowing the breath, slowing the heart, slowing the mind. Got one more side here. 2 more breaths. Left foot lifts this time. Taking some hop switches. So again, engage the belly. Extended leg is always stick straight. Muscles are contracted. So it could be down here, or if you're comfortable, kicking up. Just getting used to the movement. Keep your legs engaged. Again, don't worry about falling over. It's normal. I probably should do a tutorial on falling. Warrior one. Inhale, 1 breath. Exhale, plant the hands. Step the left foot back to the center of the mat. Lift the right leg. Stick straight right leg. Arms straight. Gaze is between the thumbs, the center of the mat. All that's happening here is the left knee is coming into the chest. Little hop. Hop. Maybe you'll have a little hang time. Step back, down dog. This time when you exhale, open the mouth and say ha. Take 3 breaths this way. Inhale. Exhale. And the knees look forward. Hop to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling, chair pose. Pause here, sink the hips down. Squeeze the belly. Coming into a tiny little package. Hug the knees if you can. Tuck the chin. Around the back. Again, creating safety, sense of groundedness, containment. Since moving into handstand hops is very explosive, excites and energizes us. And so we come back to this quiet place. Squeeze the belly now, release the arms. Low, low, low chair, squeeze the inner thighs, squeeze the belly, use the glutes now, rising all the way to standing. Exhale, Tadasana, Samastitihi. Chair pose, inhale, 1 breath. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling, halfway lift. Exhaling, step back to down dog. So from here on out, I usually skip the vinyasa and I just do handstand, different types of hops. So from here, we're going to do L-shaped hops. That means one leg lifts and the other leg that's jumping, instead of being bent this time, is going to stay straight as much as possible. So you bend the leg to create some force, engage the belly, and then you straighten. 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 Okay, so again, take small hops if this is new. Use your focus, keep the arms straight, hips level. Maybe we'll find an L-shaped balance here. Then step it forward, warrior two. Windmilling the arms open. Pause here to collect your energy again. Flip the palm, inhale, reverse. Side angle pose. Inhale, reverse, one more time. And then when we windmill our hands back, step the right foot to the middle of the mat again. And this time we're going to do L-shaped hops from here. So that means that the right leg now, instead of being bent, is going to attempt to be straight. Now if that's too much, just keep it bent. Keep working the first part. Stepping back down dog. So if you're practicing this, you'll notice I do about 3. Sometimes 5, sometimes 3. It just really depends how much energy, how much time, how much stress I'm trying to get rid of. All right, this time left foot lifts, and we're doing almost the identical thing. The right foot is a little bit further back this time. Bring the shoulders, or if you need to, walk that right foot in so that the shoulders are over the wrists. It's okay if the wrists are wider than the shoulders, making like a V from your shoulders down to your wrists, but you don't want them too wide. You don't want them like out here. But narrow is actually a little bit harder for most people. So again, right leg is going to be straight. It's going to bend, gather up some energy. Left leg is straight, core is engaged, arms are straight. And then we kick. Sweep that left foot forward, right heel spins down, warrior two. Inhale, arms windmill open. Flip the palm, inhale, reverse. Side angle. One more, reverse. Windmill the arms down. Step the left foot to the middle of the mat. Set up your hands and fingers. Biceps are spinning outward. Gaze is down, back of the neck is long. And we're coming into L shapes. Also trying to use the exhale to create that movement. Stepping back. Now this time, child's pose feels good, sounds good. Let's take 4 breaths here, 5 breaths here. And every time the energy comes up, sinking it back down. Never letting the pot of water bubble over, but stirring it, managing it, being with it. Mindful attention, what you're creating, how you're engaging with yourself, whether or not you're using this practice to stir and energize your chi or actually deplete it by doing too much. From child's pose, walking the hands back out, tucking the toes under, coming to down dog. Letting out any sighs or sounds that feel good to you. Maybe a couple lion's breaths. Stick the tongue out, roll the eyes up, open the mouth. All right, this time, right leg lifts. We're just going to kick switch like we did at the beginning. Kick switch. Stepping in. Warrior two again. Straighten the right knee. Lean forward, coming into triangle pose. Enjoying triangle. The stability, the shape, the sensations. Go inside, find the subtleties. Internally rotate the right upper thigh. And then draw the left arm forward. Pinky facing down. Right bicep is rotating outwards, similar to Vashisthasana, or anytime we're balancing on that arm. Take the left hand to the head, back of the head, open the elbow, and then really enjoy even a deeper stretch into that side body. Especially been sitting a lot, as I have. All right. From here, Manali arms down, stepping back. Now, if it feels comfortable, take whichever hop you want. Either the knee tucked, the right leg knee tucked, right leg straight, or if you feel ready, if you're curious, you can start thinking about a handstand vertical split. So Hanuman in handstand. So this is what you can work towards. Fingertips are grippy, pressing into the mat, really pulling the mat, and looking for the top leg now going past the 90-degree point. Coming back down. Sinking the chi. Left leg lifts, hop switch. Again, playful. Looking for that movement. Trying to get the heart rate up. Coming down, warrior two on the left side. Straighten the left knee, shift the weight forward in the torso. Left hand comes to left shin, and rotate that bicep outward as you spiral the torso open, right arm reaching upwards, stacking fingertip to fingertip. Really engage the legs here, don't just sink into the joints. Feel like the energy is rising up the legs like the legs are straws. And drawing that right arm forward, pinky facing down. Keep the back of the neck long here. And again, go inside and look for the subtle sensations. Right arm lifts up, right palm to the back of the head. Kind of rest it back there. Let the chest spiral open while you're still keeping the hips moving forward, creating somewhat of a twist. Stretch through the psoas, hip flexors. Releasing the right arm, windmilling down. And again, taking your choice, figuring out whatever you practice on one side, always practice it on the other. So it might be that hop, or straight leg hop. Or maybe we're looking for Hanuman in handstand. Again, don't worry about getting it perfect. Takes a long time to find your balance, and you'll have one side that's stronger, more stable than the other. Very normal. You can see this is not my stronger side, but that's okay. You spend a little more time here than you would. All right. Moving down into child's pose. Again, sinking the chi. Take the palms, turn them up to the ceiling, to the sky. Let the energy release. If you need to, interlace the hands, rotate the wrists, one direction and then the other. Check in with your thoughts, the body sensations. And then final cardio. You can maybe see I'm super sweaty. They haven't really been flowing per se. This practice is so I can sort of release the week. It's Friday, and kind of want to shake up all the stress that I've been carrying and pushing down, or unable to fully release. And so the last step that we're going to do is either tuck hops again, or if you want, try pike hops or L hops, and those are a lot heavier. Your legs are really enormous and heavy, and so don't be discouraged if you barely get any movement. I find them very challenging, especially to do at the end after, but you're just kind of like checking in, one final way to release any stuck chi. So I like to bring my toes together and come into like that rocket dog that we were doing earlier. Really engage the belly, arms are straight, biceps spiraling outward again, fingers are spidering, pulling at the mat, the fingertips. And then when I bend my knees, I don't go super low because that just adds more effort. Kind of keep the hips high, and we're trying to get the hips over the shoulders. It's hard to keep my toes engaged, but once I do, I can start coming into handstand. All right, when you're done with that, whichever version you took, walk your hands back, spread your feet apart, come into malasana. And again, sink your chi. Notice what you stirred up. Notice your thoughts. Were they negative, judgmental, celebratory, curious, elated? Close your eyes and go in. Just be with whatever has come up. Watch it, be curious, and then let it go. Let your attention zoom out. Feel the body in malasana. Notice if you're just kind of crumpling in, sinking in. See if you can push the hands together. Squeeze the inner thighs into the outer elbows. And lift the energy to remain buoyant in the midst of all this churn. And then if you want, this one I like, it feels really good to me, is to keep yourself in malasana and forward fold. Let the hands really root into the earth, the feet root into the earth. It feels both like letting everything go. And then also receiving, like again, like straws, soaking up roots, soaking up energy. Now, if it feels comfortable for you, take your hands behind your back, interlace the fingers, and extend the arms forward. For most people, this isn't going to feel that great. You might want to come up a little more into a squat, or skip it all together, or use a strap. But for some of us, this is going to feel amazing. For those people who need to do more, who
or more flexible, more mobility. Pay attention to the end range and also what comes up when you get there. See how much you're really pushing yourself versus exploring to the natural end where it's still safe. Okay, letting that go, shaking out the hands. Let's do some closing seated postures here. So, feet together, knees apart, Baddha Konasana. Grab the ankles, lift the spine. Inhale, then exhale, belly comes towards feet. Walk the hands forward. Maybe you go a little bit lower, maybe not. I'm gonna go midway here and just let my forehead rest, covering the emotional points on the forehead. And really feeling my tailbone, my sit bones anchor down. And you're letting go of the weight. We're going through so much difficulty right now. The entire world is suffering. And we don't need to keep carrying it inside of ourselves. We can let it go so that we have more space. More space for compassion. More space for patience and kindness. More space for hopefulness and peace in the midst of a lot of change and unknown. Walking the torso back up. Let's crisscross our legs into Sukhasana. If you want, you can also take it into Agni Stambhasana or fire log pose, or what's sometimes called double pigeon. Let's take eagle arms here. Right elbow under left. Inhale, roll the shoulders forward, tuck the chin. And then exhale, lifting the elbows, pressing the forearms forward, pulling the shoulder blades apart. Keeping a light engagement on the belly. Releasing, inhale. Now if you have one leg stacked, see if you can switch the other way. And this time we'll take the left elbow under the right. Inhale, and then exhale, tuck the chin, curl into a tiny little package again. Inhale, lifting the elbows, pressing the forearms forward. Spreading those shoulder blades apart. Good. Rotate the neck. A lot of us are carrying a lot of tension in the neck, 3 times clockwise. But especially after handstanding, active practices, 3 times to the left. Good. Now, come into whatever comfortable seat. Take a final minute to sit. If you want, you can come into Shavasana at this point. And maybe take your hand to your heart, hand to your belly. But for me right now, since I actually need to go and make dinner, I don't want to go into full Shavasana. I'll probably do that before bed tonight. So for now, I'm just going to sit and breathe for another minute. And watch my thoughts, watch my breath. I invite you to do the same, whatever posture you're taking. Starting at the top of the head, scanning down through the body. Just noticing what's happening inside again. Let the back of the neck be long. Let the body hold its shape without any tension, or just enough tension to hold the shape, but no rigidity. Let go of any sternness. And feeling the seat really heavy and anchored. Feeling the upper half of the body empty, light, refreshed. Letting the breath be long on the exhales. Take about 5 more long exhales. And if you've been feeling particularly emotional this week with everything that's been going on, take your hand to the heart and just gently tap right now. Tapping on the heart with an open palm, a comforting tap. breaths here. Bring the palms together at the heart center, bowing forehead towards fingertips. Thank you for joining me in your practice, inviting me into your space, sharing our energy. I hope that this time has helped you to let go of whatever stressors you were dealing with and prepared you for whatever you are next encountering. Namaste.